Welcome to my JVK narrative PowerPoint video. It is presented by me, Angelique Hussey, student number 22502582. I have chosen Foundation Phase Grade 3 Mathematics, and the topic is Introduction to Fractions. JLZ 300 has taught me to communicate effectively, how to use different teaching strategies, and how to implement ways to foster an inclusive environment. I have been asked to describe the theories and strategies of instructional communication I applied in my lesson. I chose two strategies and two theories. The first theory is the constructivist theory. The example from my lesson plan. My lesson starts with a story, relatable scenario about sharing a pizza at a birthday party. This connects new information, the fractions, to learners' existing knowledge and experiences, allowing them to construct their understanding. By using familiar contexts, learners actively construct their understanding of fractions, aligning with the constructivist theory, where knowledge is built based on experiences. The second theory I chose is the multiple intelligences theory. The example from my lesson plan. My lesson incorporates different teaching methods. For example, visual aids, storytelling, and hands-on activities. This will cater to various learning styles. By addressing the multiple intelligences, like visual, spatial, linguistic, and kinesthetic, the lesson ensures that all learners, regardless of their preferred learning style, can engage with the material. The first strategy I chose is the use of visual aids. For example, the visual aids like fraction circles, the pizza slices I chose, is used to represent fractions. The visual aids help learners grasp the concept of fractions more concretely, especially for visual learners. The second strategy I chose is scaffolding. Example from my lesson plan. The lesson guides learners from simple to more complex concepts, starting with basic fractions and gradually moving to comparisons. Scaffolding provides the necessary support for learners to build their understanding step by step, fostering confidence and competence. I have been asked to discuss how the concept of the classroom as a social space is reflected in my lesson plan. Well, firstly, any disruptive behavior is addressed immediately and fairly to ensure it does not hinder others' learning. This approach maintains a respectful and focused learning environment where all learners can thrive. Secondly, learners are encouraged to listen respectively to their peers' ideas and contributions. This practice fosters a classroom culture where everyone feels heard and valued, promoting mutual respect and understanding. Lastly, by acknowledging and celebrating different cultural perspectives on sharing and dividing, my lesson promotes an understanding and appreciation of cultural diversity. This approach helps the learners to see the whole value in diverse viewpoints and practices. I have chosen 2 points in which I plan to manage diversity and foster an inclusive environment. Plan 1. Incorporate different teaching methods to cater to diverse learning styles. My implementation. I will use fraction circles, the pizza slices I chose, for hands-on learning, verbal explanations for auditory learners, and drawing or writing activities for visual learners. I will provide additional support and alternative explanations as needed. Plan 2. Implement flexible grouping strategies to accommodate different learning needs. My implementation. I will group learners based on their understanding of the topic for certain activities, ensuring that all learners receive the appropriate level of challenges and support. For my conclusion, I've reflected on the importance of communication skills so that I can better my future teaching. Effective communication skills are fundamental in teaching, as they enable us to bridge gaps in understanding, foster an inclusive environment, and motivate learners to engage deeply with the subject. In my case, I chose mathematics with the fractions. In our diverse classroom setting, communication must be adaptable, clear, and accessible to accommodate a range of learning styles, languages, and abilities. For the lesson I created, I had to sit and think about a challenge I anticipated. Well, one of them, diverse learning styles. Some learners may prefer hands-on activities, while others may excel with verbal explanations or visual aids. It can be difficult to address these varied preferences in a single lesson. The solution? I will incorporate multiple methods of instruction, visual, auditory, kinesthetic, anything I can think of, to ensure that each learner has an opportunity to engage in their preferred style. For example, providing the pizza slices for tactile learners, using the whole pizza for visual learners, and having group discussions for auditory learners. Differentiated instruction and rotating activities will allow me to cater to these various needs. Thank you for taking the time to listen to my narrative PowerPoint video, and I hope it was insightful.